So just in case you didn't know, there is a part 1 to this video, so I'll just put a link to that right here. Otherwise, this video is going to touch on how I am intuitive dieting, what I mean by intuitive dieting, and how consistency with exercise is like the virtue that is missing in most people's programs to get results, and why you want to do it. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, pop it a thumbs up, and without further ado, here we go. Alright, so on to the meat and potatoes of this video, talking about my HD body project, healthy dream body project, and how I'm going about achieving my dream bod in a healthy, intuitive way. And that first brings me to what I've kind of been alluding to, which is intuitive dieting. So what I mean by that is that I am not tracking my food at all. Not weighing shit, not using MyFitnessPal or some sort of tracking app, just going by how my body feels and what I think I need. Now that said, I am biased in doing that, and it's not 100% intuitive because I have a really good idea of what macros, the amount of protein, carbs, and fat, and calories, and nutrients are in most foods, because I've tracked for a long ass time and I have been obsessed with food for a long freaking time. So my intuitive eating is very different than someone who hasn't done that tracking before, and I think the tracking was very beneficial, but for now I don't need it because I find for me, I get quite obsessed when it comes to tracking, plus it's super time consuming and I just don't have time for that. So, and also actually I want to know how to intuitively know how much to eat without having to rely on anything but like how I feel. So anyways, I'm intuitively eating, intuitively dieting, and what I've pretty much been aiming for is to eat a consistent amount of protein, reduce my fats a little bit to reduce my overall caloric intake, and add in a little bit more carbs, one to create a little bit more satiation. As I was saying before, I can say it a little bit better now because I have eaten, although I'm walking up a hill that you probably can't tell, but that's why I'm kind of breathless and I'm kind of walking at a quicker pace. But reduced my fat, upped my carbs just a little bit, whole food carbs, so like sweet potatoes, yams, cauliflower, rutabaga, parsnip, that sort of thing, and a small amount. Like I'm having, you know, maybe a cup of roasted sweet potato with lunch, or a cup more berries or half a cup more berries in my smoothie in the morning. So not a whole lot, but just enough that I feel content. But the biggest thing of this intuitive dieting has been looking to feel a little bit of hunger. And so my thought is that if I feel a bit of hunger, I'm likely in a deficit, and if I don't, I'm probably not. So what I usually tell my clients when it comes to exercise is that if it is not challenging, you're probably not going to experience changes because you're not outside of your comfort zone, and so your body is not going to get the stimulus to change. I think the same thing goes for diet, in that if you're not uncomfortable with your diet, you know, in feeling a little bit hungry, then you're probably not outside of your body's comfort zone, in that you're eating within what your body is used to maintaining, and so you likely won't change. So I have just been aiming to feel a little hungry after meals, not starving myself by any means, but just I finish my smoothie and usually I'm like, oh, I could have a whole handful of nuts right now, and I don't. I wait until a snack, and then I have a snack, and if I'm still hungry after that snack, I keep it as is. Now, there are caveats to that, in that sometimes I'm really freaking hungry and I know that not eating is not going to be beneficial, or not eating more is not going to be beneficial to me. So in those cases, I would eat a little bit more. But yeah, I'm just trying to intuitively diet, which I feel is a good idea because you have daily fluctuations in your energy expenditure and how many calories you need. And so if you're going off of a macro plan, my thought is that potentially some days you're gonna be in a really extreme deficit, and it's gonna be really hard to stay consistent on your diet if you're really in a deficit. And so by me being probably in a more mild deficit because I'm doing it intuitively, I'm hoping that it is more sustainable. That said, it'll probably take longer to diet down to lose the body fat that I would like to, but I'm up for it. I have tried quick fixes before and they haven't lasted for me, so I'd rather go slow and steady and win the race per se, have it maintainable. So anyways, I'm almost at the top of the hill. I'm going to put my camera down because I actually worked shoulders today and holy fuck, they're getting tired.
Many hours later.
Dins tonight, I've got some yam. That's that yam that was mushy on the end. I ended up just cutting off the end and then making them impromptu. Then I've also got some cauliflower that I just put some avocado oil on, some Redmond's real salt, and some curry powder. Doesn't want to focus, but you can get the idea of it. I put that on both of those. Then the lacinato kale, I boiled, drained the water, and that's that. And then I prepped up a chicken breast to chop up and eat as a high protein snack because no protein powders seem to agree with my gut. Here is it all plated up. This is the protein I'm having for dinner tonight. So the chicken was for snacks, but this is dinner, and this is ground pastured pork and grass-fed beef burger. The grass-fed beef that I got from Whole Foods. Really like making burgers and then having leftovers. And then I just wanted to note with the kale, previously I would have put grass-fed butter on it, but with my intuitive dieting, I am cutting out some of the fat by not putting any fat on there, and I've just put some apple cider vinegar and some salt.
The next day.
My way to the gym. It is 6:01 and this brings me to my last topic of the video, consistency with working out. So since March I have been going to the gym Monday to Friday for at least 30 minutes, sometimes a little bit more, but usually not more than like 45, but 9 out of 10 workouts is 30 minutes long, and then I crank home, shower, and then I've got work. I think the hardest thing with working out consistently is discipline, and you just got to do it because yeah, it's no fun waking up early and going to the gym, but to be honest, like, it gets so much better. I am quite surprised how I woke up at 5:30 and I actually felt awake and I was down to go to the gym, and it just changes. Like, I've created a habit now. It's been like 2.5 months, and like, I don't have to think about it. I just get my clothes prepped in the morning, put them downstairs, and set my alarm, and I'm on it. And that way I get it done early in the morning, less room for excuses, less overthinking it. Although I know some of you, especially some of my clients, do not have the option to work out in the morning. But in that case, you've got to be super strict with yourself that, you know, as soon as I get home, I'm gonna do this. Or bringing your workout clothes to work and putting them on before you leave work so that you're already ready as soon as you get home, just to go to the gym or get in your house and do a workout if you think that's what's going to help you achieve your goals. And for me, I knew working out more was going to help me achieve my goals because I want to create more lean body mass and burn body fat. So I don't just want to lose weight and be skinny fat. I want to be strong and have some nice curvature and tone as well as losing some fat. And so to have those curves, those nice curves, I've got to have muscle underneath that, and that takes lifting weights consistently and being challenged by it. I just made a post on the HD body project and exactly what it is, my why as to why I'm doing it, and what the aesthetic goal is that I'm after. If you're curious, you can check it out. I'll link it below. I am going to close the video out here. I am about 2 minutes from the gym, so I really hope you got something from this video. I'm being straight up and honest with what I'm doing, and I hope there's just some value in it. So if you liked it, please pop it a thumbs up. It really helps support my channel, and it helps it get seen by the people who may need to see it. If you think there's someone you know that would benefit from watching my vids, please share it. And if you would like to see more videos like these, then subscribe to my channel. And I will be back next